Hello children, today I am going to take you all to see our solar system. So be ready for our amazing trip. Before that, I want to ask you all some questions. Do you like to watch the sky? I like to watch the blue sky. I also like to watch the clouds with different shapes and color. It's beautiful, isn't it? In the night time, sky looks even more beautiful. Do you all know this rhyme? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. During night time, in the sky, we can see tiny diamonds twinkling and also a big white blooming moon though. Not every day, right? So, which one is the brighter? The sun in the day or the moon in the night? Yes, the sun. The sun is brighter than the moon. Do you think the sun moves? No, the sun does not move, but the earth goes around the sun. So dear children, let us begin to learn about the solar system, the sun, the moon and the stars. Look here children, what are you seeing? Yes, this is our solar system. And this burning orange color ball, it is called the sun. And other small round shaped ones, these are its planets. What they are called? Planets. Yes, the sun, the planets make up the solar system. Do you know all these planets move around the sun? They all move around the sun in the circular path. Can you name any planet? Which planet is this? Yes, this is our planet, the Earth, our home. Look how beautiful it is. Now, what we are going to do? Let's count these planets. Let's see how many planets are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, in our solar system, we have 8 planets. How many? We have 8 planets. Let's learn its name. This planet here, which is near to the sun, is Mercury. What's its name? Mercury. Which planet is very far from the sun? That and this one is Neptune. What it is? Neptune. Do you know the tune of solar system? That's Neptune. Now let's learn all these planets in the order. The first one is Mercury. The second one is Venus. Third planet is Earth. Fourth one Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. One more time. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these are the 8 planets. Do you see these beautiful rings around this planet? Which planet is this? Yes, this is Saturn. Which planet? Saturn. Saturn has beautiful rings around it. Do you know the planets do not have light of their own, and they get light and heat from the sun. The life exists on Earth because it gets enough sunlight and heat from the sun. It receives optimum amount of light and heat. That's why life is there in the planet Earth. Do you think life could exist on the Earth if it was nearer to the sun or farthest from the sun? How? Think, children. Do you know, if the Earth was nearer to the sun, it would be very hot, and if it was farthest from the sun, it would be very cold. So the life exists on the Earth as it gets best amount of heat and light from the sun. So our planet Earth receives best amount of light and also heat from the sun. That's why life exists in our planet. Understood? Children, look here. Which planets are so near to our Earth? You can see Venus and Mars. In the night, Venus is the brightest object in the sky after the sun and the moon, and sometimes looks like a bright star in the morning or evening sky. Do you know Mars sits close to the moon and appears as the brightest object in the sky during night? Watch, okay? Observe the sky during night time or during dawn. You can see this. And what is the nickname of Mars? Red planet, because it is in red color. Mars is called as the red planet because of its red color. There are 8 planets and we have the sun. So solar system is made of the sun and its 8 planets. Do you know all these planets have their own natural satellite? So our Earth also has a natural satellite. Do you know what is its name? That's our moon. So now let's learn about the moon. The moon goes around the Earth. Why the shape of the moon keeps changing? It because as it is rotating around the Earth, it does not get the light from the sun equally every time or every day. So we see only the lighted portion of the moon on a particular day. So that's why we see its shape getting changed every day. Is it clear to you now? Okay, let's continue. And children, there are 4 phases of the moon, like full moon, half moon, new moon and no moon. So these are the 4 phases. Now let us learn about stars. In the night sky, which has numerous stars, isn't it? Numerous means many stars. Do you know these stars are actually very huge, but it's too far from the Earth. That's why it looks so tiny. Stars are burning by themselves, and do you know our sun, the sun is also a huge star. The sun is actually a big star, and all the stars and the moon are present in the sky even during the day, but we can't see them because the light of the sun is too bright. And let's see about the difference between planets and stars. The stars, they have their own light, while the moon and the planets receives the light from the sun. That's the difference between stars and planets. Now we are going to learn about our Earth. What is the color of our Earth? Look here, children. What's the color? It's in blue color. You have to see this video Children, which is taken from space station. Children, did you all watch the video? How mesmerizing, isn't it? Our Earth is the only planet where living things are found. Why? It because of the presence of air and water on its surface. How lucky we are, children, to live in this beautiful planet. We have to protect our Earth. It is actually providing us home, air to breathe, food to eat. So what we have to do? We have to save our planet. Now let us study more about the Earth. Do you know, children, our Earth is covered by a thick layer of air, which is called atmosphere. It contains gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide and many other gases too. We already know that Earth is a planet in the solar system, isn't it? And it is called the blue planet. The Earth receives heat and light from the sun, and it is the only planet which has life on it due to the presence of air and water. Do you know majority of our Earth is covered with water? Children, look here. Do you know what is this? This is called a globe. A globe represents the Earth. So here we can see different lands, different countries. And do you know our Earth consists of 70% of water. Majority of our Earth is covered with water, and other parts consist of land which we live. Now we are going to learn about different types of landforms on the Earth. Children, you have to think that we are traveling from Bangalore to our hometown or to another state. Do all the places look similar? I can tell you, when I am traveling from here, from Bangalore to my hometown, I can see plain places, small hills and mountains, in between rivers. There are people living in the valleys between two mountains, like that. So Earth has different types of landforms. Let us see which is the first one. So the first one is about plains. Plains are large area of flat land, and we people prefer to live in the plains. This place is very fertile. That means we can grow varieties of plant in the soil, and we can produce huge quantity of crops. Do you know it is very easy to build road in the plains because it is very straight or flat land. Is that clear, children? We can also see plains in our country too. Now we are going to learn about hills and mountains. A hill is a landform which is higher than the land surrounding it. It is higher than the land surrounding it. But mountains, look here children, but mountains are higher than the hills. Do you all know about Himalayas? They are actually very big mountains in our country. It is covered with snow. Mountains are higher than big hills. And look here children, the tip of the mountain is called its peak. What it is called? Peak. The tip of the mountain is known as peak. The peaks of the mountains are usually covered with snow. And there are many rivers originates from these mountains. River Ganges and River Brahmaputra, and so on. These are the few examples. Now we are going to learn about valleys, another landform. Valleys are the area which lies between two mountains. And most of the rivers and streams which originates from the mountains flow through valleys and make this place green and fertile. Next landform is about plateaus. What it is? Plateaus. Plateaus are called tableland. This is also a high land like mountains or hills, but it is flat on its top and it looks like a table. So that's why it is called a tableland. Do you know we are living on a plateau? Our state Karnataka lies on Deccan Plateau. We will learn more about plateaus in higher classes. Now let's see about a desert. This is also a landform in earth. This is also a landform on earth. A desert is a large area covered with sand, and this place is very dry and it receives very less or no rain. We can't find plants in desert. Rarely we can find plants like cactus, a few shrubs and some varieties of trees. Do you find animals in the desert? Yes, there are animals in desert too. Do you know which animal is called as the ship of desert? It's camel. Yes. They can travel for long distances and many days without food and water. Animals in the desert can store water in their body in the form of fat. That's the way how they are surviving in this extreme climate and also in this extreme hot place. So, we have learned about different types of landforms. What are they? The plains, hills and mountains, valleys, plateaus and the desert. So after learning about the landforms, now we are going to discuss about different water bodies. As I said before, our planet is called blue planet. Do you know why is our planet is called as blue planet? It because Earth appears blue in color due to the presence of water in it. There are many types of water bodies found on Earth like lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, seas and oceans. Water bodies such as ponds, rivers, lakes, streams, they carry fresh water. That means minerals like salt contained in this water will be very less. So we can drink that water and also we can use it for our house chorus. But in seas and oceans, they have salty water due to the high amount of minerals in it. Therefore, we cannot use it for drinking. Ponds and lakes, they are small water bodies and lakes are bigger than ponds. Have you seen ponds or lakes, children? In Bangalore, we can find many lakes, isn't it? For example, Varattur Lake, Balantur Lake. These are few examples. Do you know next to our school there are two lakes? One is Huskur Lake and other one is Muttanallur Lake. Next we are going to discuss is about rivers. Most of the rivers originates from the mountains. The snow on the mountains melts and turns into water and flows down through the valleys. There are some rivers only flow during rain season. This river receives its water Not from the snow on the mountains, but from the rain. Yes. Water in rivers flow through valleys, plains, and later join the seas. Now let's learn about seas and oceans. Children, which of these sources contain salty water? Which are they? Seas and ocean. They contain salty water. And from where does we get salt for cooking? We get salt from seawater. The seawater is collected in the shallow flat areas called salt field. The water evaporates, and what happens next? The water evaporates and the salt is left behind. Then we will collect and purify it, and also later we will package it. So that's the way how we are getting salt for cooking. Understood? Now let's continue. All seas join into oceans. They are the largest water bodies. On earth there are 5 oceans. Based on its location, I will tell you the names. The largest ocean is Pacific Ocean. The second one, Atlantic. Third one is Arctic. Fourth, Antarctic. Then the last ocean is Indian Ocean. We have learned many things today, isn't it? With the help of this mind map, we are going to do a quick recap. So I have joined 2 chapters together, chapter number 15 and 13 together, high above the world and the earth. So first we have discussed about the solar system. The sun and the planets make the solar system, and moon, we discussed about the moon and also stars. And later we came to our earth. In that we have learned about landforms and also water bodies. There are many kinds of landforms. With these all landforms we can see in our country too. We have plains. Plains means a very flat land area. Mountains and hills are highland area. Valleys, in between 2 mountains there is it's a plain flat area, that is called valleys. Next is about a tableland, otherwise known as plateaus. Desert, where we can find sand, everywhere sand, it will be like that only. Now we have learned about water bodies. There are 2 types of water bodies, freshwater bodies and saltwater bodies. Freshwater bodies include lakes, ponds, streams, rivers. Next, saltwater bodies we have learned about seas and oceans. So these are the things which we have learned in this 2 chapters together. Hope you all understood these 2 chapters very well. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me during our interactive session. So take care then, children. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.